Royal, welcome to my channel. I pray all is well with each and every eye. This is I am Life and Light Productions, and I, Just Sparks. I am your host. Pray each and every eye is up full and bright, and living in the light of the mind. Blessed heart of Sabbath, remembrance to each and every eye, that hold it their Sabbath on the Saturday, the seventh day. Do remembering that the Sabbath is a state of mind, a state of being. See it? I pray each and every eye strong was up full and bright also. I pray the eyes them, was able to find that time to diligently practice the exercise for last strong, and has become masters of it. You see it? Yeah, man, there. Well, today is class 7 of our School of Thought, and this is lesson 7 of the Master Key System, where we are learning self-awareness, self-realization, self-knowledge, and self-mastery. So we do give thanks for all the eyes them presence, to each and every one that join in. Heart of love to the eyes and the eyes family. We give thanks. Well, usually I would start with last strong's exercise and the question and answer. But this strong, I was thinking to start with this strong's exercise and question and answer, and then after I will go forward to last strong. You see it? So all right, today once again it's about visualization, and we must understand the importance of visualization. Why we must learn to hold clear images in our mind, because our mind is the place of our human imagination. And our human imagination is the eye of the mind, the son of man, the son of God, the creator. You see it? And we must have clear images. We must be able to put clear images so that our desire may be precise in what we actually desiring to experience. It must be precise. So we need clear, we need that focus, that concentration, to have a vivid picture in mind, and it works wonders, So we do give thanks once again. We will do strong 7. Our exercise for this strong is to visualize our friend, your friend. Visualize your friend. See him or her exactly as you last saw them. See the room that you all were in, the furniture. Recall the conversation. Now see their face. See it distinctly. Now talk to them about something of mutual interest. See the expression change. Watch them. Okay. Watch them smile. Now it says, can you do this? So it's asking if you can visualize someone in your mind, your friend, Picture them the last time you saw them. Picture them vividly. See their smile, see their image, everything, Remember the room, what they were wearing, the furniture, how it was set, Can you do this? Is the question. All right. It says, all right, you can. Say, then now within your mind, arouse their interest. Tell them a story of adventure. See their eyes light up with the spirit of fun or excitement. Can you do this all? If so, your imagination is good and you are making excellent progress. You know? All right. All right. Leave him. Okay, go. I'm coming. Yeah. You know, so this exercise is about creating a new, I would say, event or a new situation that you and your friend can experience within your mind. You know, by first remembering the old experience, the last experience that you all had, and then now creating an experience and seeing their face, their image in your mind change and suit to that conversation. You see it? You know, so this is the exercise for this strong. You know, I pray the eyes them continue diligently on the way. Now I will go through the question and answer. All right. Question and answer for lesson 7 of the Master Key System. Question 1. What is visualization? The answer. The process of making mental pictures. Question 2. What is the result of this method of thought? Answer. By holding the image or picture in mind, you can gradually but surely bring the thing nearer to you. We can be what we will to be. So by holding a picture image in mind of ourselves, of something that we desire, we can gradually but surely bring that thing to us. So if we're desiring a new job, you know, a new position, once we hold that image in mind, gradually but surely, we will become that which we want to be. You see it? Question 3. What is idealization? The answer. It is a process of visualizing or idealizing the plans which will eventually materialize in our objective world. Okay? Question 4. What are clearness and why are clearness and accuracy necessary? So why is it necessary to have a clearness of thought, of the vision, and to be accurate? Answer. Because seeing creates feeling, and feeling creates being. First, the mental, then the emotional, then the unlimitable possibilities of achievement. You know, so question 5. How are they obtained? So question 5 is asking, how do we obtain clearness and accuracy in our vision? You know, in our mind. It says, answer, each repeated action, each time we visualize, it renders the image more accurate than the former one. So the more we repeat the visualization, the picture within, the more we clear it up and make it accurate and visible for us to see. So it's about repetition. The more we do it, the more we get better, the more we are able to see, the more we are able to activate our first eye, our pineal gland, and able to see within the mind. Question 6. How is the material for the construction of our material image secured? So, how is the material that we are building within our mind secured? You know, how are we able to create those images within our mind then? The answer: by millions of mental workers, brain cells they are called. So it's our brain cells that is creating the image for us to see within our mind. Question 7. How are the necessary conditions for bringing about the materialization of our ideals in the objective world secured? The answer: by the law of attraction, the natural law by which all conditions and experiences are brought about. Okay? So all things come about, all experiences come about by the law of attraction. And what is the law of attraction giving us? What is our own? And what is our own? What we inherently are, who we are, within in the mind space. What we hold to as true, what we believe in. That is what the law of attraction is given to us. Question 8. What 3 steps are necessary in order to bring this law into operation? So what 3 steps are necessary to bring the law of attraction into operation? All right? Answer: an earnest desire, confident expectation, and a firm demand. So you must have an earnest desire, confident expectation that your desire is going to be met, and a firm demand that it should be here now. So those are the 3 steps in order for you to take to get the law of attraction in operation. Question 9. Why do many fail? Okay. The answer: because they concentrate on loss, disease, and disaster. The law is operating perfectly. The things they fear are come upon them. So in other words, what you're holding in your mind space is what you're creating in your reality. So if you're worrying, you're being fearful, you're contemplating, and you're being presumptuous, then you will fail in manifesting that which you desire to manifest. Because instead of thinking on the thing that you want to manifest, you'll be thinking on all the other things then that could happen, when you should just be focused on the one thing that you're desiring in order to bring it into manifestation. Being able to control your thought in one thing. Being able to concentrate, And question 10 of lesson 7 of the Master Key System. What is the alternative? Okay, so what is the alternative to thinking about fear, disaster, and disease? Okay, the answer is to concentrate on the ideals which you desire to see manifested in your life. So if you desire wealth to be manifested in your life, concentrate on wealth. Don't concentrate on the lack. Don't concentrate on the bill that you have to pay. Concentrate on having the money to pay the bill. You know, we all have choices. Choices to think what we desire to think. You know, and most of the times we think in the wrong things. You know, and if we would think the right thoughts, we will bring and draw to us the right objects, you know, the right possessions for us to have in our reality. You know, so I give thanks again for the eyes them, you know, because I couldn't be here without the eyes them, and the eyes them couldn't be here without I, you know, so it's a perfect balance. You know, strength to each and every one that join in with I. You know, everyone that is, you know, listening in and, you know, trying to rebuild self, you know, because that is what it's about, you know. And the beauty, as I say, the beauty of this road here is that you don't have to go nowhere to renew self. You don't have to go to the Himalayas mountains. You don't have to go to Tibet. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to come here to Africa. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go down in Brazil. You don't have to go anywhere other than within your mind space, within yourself. Is right? And then the thoughts them that you acquire in there is free. You don't have to pay for it. You know what I'm saying? And the thoughts is the materials that you use to build your outer world. Yes, right? So when you gain the right way of thinking and the right constructive thoughts to concentrate on, to meditate on, you will build the reality that you desire to live in your outer world, because it's your thoughts that are doing it. The very word that you speak in is taking form and presenting itself to you. And many a times I and I is praising the outer form of our word and not our word itself. So they become image worshippers, idol worshippers, things that are made by the hands of man. The mind, the eye of the mind is the hand of man. And the material things them that we acquire is the word, the thought made flesh for us to have it. Just like if you say, you know what, I want a banana. That word, I want a banana, went out. And then you come now and you have a banana. Is that word manifested and became flesh for you to have that banana? And this is what we must realize. That everything that is presented to us is our word made flesh for us to experience. The lighter, my word, I desire a lighter so I can light my spliff. Made flesh. Now I have a lighter so I can light my spliff. So I don't glorify the lighter. I glorify the word that became the lighter. You see it? And this is how we must live in creation. Glorifying the word, for the word is what created all things. We are but the word. The word created us. Is right? So we must over these things and then act accordingly. Is right? Living in prosperity. Living according to our word. If we say we are living a prosperous life, there should be no lack and limitation in there. We shall in no wise be acting from a state of lack, of not having. For it's a contradiction to our very word. So then now we contradict ourselves, we contradict our energy. We must be steadfast in our word. Say a word and stick with it. Be loyal to it. You know? The true marriage Yeah. When you marry your thoughts to your body, your sight, your word, and your feeling, you marry that and you stick to it. You be loyal to it. And you will surely birth your son, which is your desired reality. But many have left off their first love, you know, and is in the world of effects, looking to gain feelings and meanings from the world of effects and the things them that they see out there. You know, when they have a choice to just picture the image of their desire within and then apply feeling within. And when you do that within and marry those two within, you shall birth your reality. It's a joy. It's a salvation. You know, it's a oneness of perfection. And you can't trick your way into it. You have to be true. And that's the beauty of this road. You know what I'm saying? It's for the true seekers. You know, you can't sneak in the back window and get in. You know, like no thief can come in there, so to say. It's right. It's for the pure in heart. It's for the true. You know, it's for the ones them that count themselves worthy, that choose themselves to be there, the chosen ones, the ones that choose to be there. You see it? And this is what it is. You know, so I give thanks to the eyes them joining in with I on this journey here. You know, where it is I pleasure to present the I, the 24 steps of the Master Key system. You know, where we can gain self-mastery to live in a better reality, live a better life, have better experiences. You know, filling our hearts with the joy of the things them that we truly desire. Seeing our good in the land of the living. You know, and not living in a world of good and evil, where two different powers are fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? And the good can get evil treatment and all this foolishness. You know? Full time now we change these things, those type of thoughts. Clear ourselves from those mental chains. For mental chains are only thoughts. You see it? And to free ourselves from mental chains, we have to free ourselves from the thoughts that hold us down in creation, that limit us and cause us to not have access to our higher self, our higher mind, our higher being, our higher purpose. You see it? You know? So this is the mission. And this is the purpose of Iman School. You know? To bring ones and ones to the realization of self and the eye of the mind, you know? Many has come before and many will come after. I am just here playing my part, you know? Yeah, I'm just one of them that comes. You see it? And that's all it is. So I give thanks for my moment being here. Decide that I am doing my purpose and living I will, you know? Because this is what I desire, this is what I love, you know? And I do give thanks to be able to bring it to the people them, to the eyes them, you know, with a joyful heart, you know, and in splendor and virtue, you know. So right about now, I will just go over last strong's exercise, you know, which I pray the eyes them, you know, were upholding diligently, you know, because failure is not an option. Grim determination is necessary to overcome every barrier, you know, and every obstacle set before us. You see it. So last strong we was learning about cultivating attention, you know, being able to focus on a thing, you know. Yeah, and that thing they focus on, you know, and to make no other thought just come disturb the thought, you know. Being able to be steadfast, you know, concentrate. It says bring a photograph with you to the same seat, in the same room, in the same position as heretofore. Examine it closely for at least 10 minutes. Note the expression of the eyes, the form of the features, the clothing, the way the hair is arranged. In fact, note every detail shown on the photograph carefully. After 10 minutes, you will cover it and then close your eyes and see if you can bring the image of the photograph with everything in it to mind. You know? It says, if you can see every detail perfectly and can form a good mental image of the photograph, you are to be congratulated. You know, so congratulations to all who were able to do it right off the back. You know, we give thanks to the eyes, them presents. You know, you say if not, then repeat the process till you can. And this step is simply for the purpose of preparing the soil. So in other words, it's simply for preparing you to get your own images in your mind. You know what I'm saying? So you would look at the picture and then see if you could reflect, you know, remake the image within your mind. And the more you do that, the more you're training your brain cells in the way of forming pictures, mental images within your mind. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You see it? So it's about repetition. It's about doing it every day. You see it? Now, question and answer for part 6 or lesson 6. It says, what are some of the effects which can be produced by electricity? The answer is heat, light, power, and music. Question 2. Upon what do these various effects depend? The answer, upon the mechanism to which the electricity is attached. Question 3. What is the result of the action and interaction of the individual mind upon the universal? The answer is the conditions and experience with which we meet. So, the first 3 questions. The first one, what are some of the effects now that electricity, you know, brings? Heat, light, power, and music. And remember that electricity is in the air and it's invisible. You see it? But in order to harness it and get it out the air, you would need a mechanism, some sort of machine that can transfer the invisible energy into something visible or tangible to be used. You see it? So they're trying to explain to I and I of us to the universe. You see it? What is the interaction? The interaction between the individual mind and the universal mind. So as we think, it corresponds with the universe, and we experience the conditions them that we experience from our thoughts. As we think, you know, so it happens in the universe. You see. So, question 4. How may these conditions be changed? So how may we change the bad conditions within our life that we're desiring to have? All right, the answer is by changing the mechanism by which the universal is differentiated into form. So you have to change the machine which is changing the universal into form. And what is this machine or mechanism that is changing the universal mind and changing it into form, into things, into material things? The answer is the brain. So our very brain. You see it? Our very brain cells is correlating with the atoms within the universe. And the same forms that our brain cells form is the same forms that the atoms in the universe is going to form. So what we're seeing in our universe, in our reality, what we're experiencing is just a mirror image of what we're holding as images in our mind. Okay. Question 6. How may it be changed? So how may we change the brain, the mechanism that is used to cause the universe to come into form? Okay? By the process we call thinking. Thoughts produce brain cells, and these cells correspond with the corresponding thoughts in the universe. Question 7. Of what value is the power of concentration? The answer? It is the very highest personal achievement which can be acquired, and the distinguishing character of every successful man and woman. Concentration, being able to concentrate. You know, it's the highest achievement. You know? Question 8. How may it be required? Answer: by faithfully practicing the exercises outlined in this system. So it's telling you, if you faithfully follow the steps of this master key system, you will be able to acquire the ability to concentrate deeply enough that you will be able to change your reality, change your experience, and also be able to experience that which you are desiring to experience. It will become easy to you. It will become natural, because the exercises is training your brain to act or function in that way naturally, because the brain is an habitual muscle that it needs to be, continually repetition in order for it to stick. And as long as it sticks, it's part of you. It enters into the subconscious and now operates by itself. You see. Now, question 9. Why is this so important? Because it will enable us to concentrate, control our thoughts. And since thoughts are causes, conditions, or experiences must be effects. So the conditions that we're faced with, the experiences that we are experiencing in life, are the effects of our causal thoughts. And if we were to be able to control our thoughts, the causes, then we are able to control the effects, which is our experience, the conditions that we experience in life. So yes, that was question 10 of Last Strong's lesson, lesson 6. So I do give thanks again for the eyes them joining in, Ross Roots Life, we do give thanks to the high presence, much love and blessings. Yeah, man, mighty heart of Sabbath to the icon. Likewise, Yeah, man, we there, man. Let's go and do, what we can do, to help, bring a change within creation or within ones and ones. I'm saying, because, fighting against the outer world is useless. Where the outer world is not the cause, it is not the problem. I'm saying it's not the cause of the problem. The outer world is the effect of the problem. The inner world is the cause. So we must diligently seek within to remove all causes that is causing things them to be undesirable in our reality. And we must know that it is our very word. Christ is our human imagination, the light within man, the light of man. That living word, that births all things into creation. It births galaxies. It birthed time and space itself. The human imagination, the eye of the mind, the Most High. So it's to come forward in connection and become one again with self. One with the eye of the mind, one with your word. For your word is that which goeth out and created for you all that you're experiencing. So let us do it consciously, sending out the right words to create the right effects. So as we go through, fullness of joy going through this mighty Sabbath remembrance. Yes, do keep in vision before you your state fulfilled, where you desire to be at the end of your long road. And when you have created that image within you, let the feeling arise within you. And when the feeling of acquiring all those things have arisen in you, you hold to it and don't let go. Be faithful to it. For it is your Christ, your Christus. And if you are unfaithful to it, then your vision dies. So we do give thanks against royally for each and every eye joining in. You know what I'm saying? Until such time, I am that I am.